carnival Monday and Tuesday, yeah, like you and know. If you can't find clothes to wear, come just so. It's DJ Man Tantan, come from New York City, selling your records, and you lying down there and you playing music. Listen to this still beat, young them black man singing sweet. Listen to the DJ man, making new man shaking bam bam. Coming a coming a coming a coming a coming.
Caribbean Pulse Radio.
Crank the volume.
What do you see when you look in the mirror? What do you see looking back at you? Is it a positive reflection? Do you like who's looking back at you? As times change, it seems strange. Man's priorities rearrange. Husband, brother, and father, they can't call them that no more. Responsible, caring, protector, all them things gone out the door. No more friend till the very end. Family life in disarray. No more gatekeepers of the village. Communities fading away, fading away. As much as you like people to be friendly, as much as you like people to be kind, as much as you like them to be your neighbor, it goes way beyond the mind. You got to show kindness, live like brothers we ought to live. You got to be friendly, learn how to forget and how to forgive. Learn to appreciate, stand down hate. When you see love open the gate, anything negative tell him to wait. But positive things don't hesitate. Learn to appreciate, stand down hate. When you see love open the gate, anything negative tell him to wait. But positive things don't hesitate.
You're logged on to Caribbean Pulse Radio.
Crank the volume.
Hey, tonight is the bongo night. Billy way, bongo, Billy way. Big wake up in Toko. Was the death of my popo? Lord, I went to a wake in Toko. Was the death of my popo? That night me prayer booked here in peace. A woman snatched me like a police. Ballin', come jump up in the ring. Time to prove yourself a bongo king. Miss yeah, tonight is the bongo night. Billy way, bongo. Hey, bongo Macedonia. Billy way, bongo. Hey, Shaka, Golab and Stark. Billy way, bongo, Billy way. island caught in a bottle, and places like Togo had no dance. So when man dead was you chance, music kicking hell in the place. Don't mind a bamboo joint was the bass, man jumping like he was non-stop. Don't care even if the trousers drop, shouting tonight is the bongo night. Hey, bongo Macedonia. Hey, Shakas will have a talk. But this one beat everything. Once a fella went out hunting, he just looked for 2 days or so. The body dead, they start a bongo. But while the wait going on, he reached back with the 4 dogs and got. Man, he was so glad for the break. The man started a bongo in his own way, shouting tonight is the bongo night. Hey, bongo Macedonia. Hey, Shakas will have a talk. Bongo!
You're logged on to Caribbean Pulse Radio.
Crank the volume.
Baby, would you like to jump it with me, honey? Would you like to rock it with me, baby? Would you like to jump it with me, honey?
Well, good night and welcome once again. It is once again. Let's Talk Calypso. Each and every Wednesday at 8:15 right here on www.caribbeanpulse.net. I'm yours truly, Mark Morris on the inside, inviting and welcoming all of the brothers and sisters on the Coliseum, those who are locked on otherwise on other platforms. We are streaming live on our Facebook channel and YouTube as well. Welcome, guys. I did send out this invite to a lot of guys, a lot of people. We inviting each and everybody to join us because this is really, really educational. It is about our history. It is about our culture. Let's talk Calypso with the man himself, Mr. Dr. George Maraj. And on the Coliseum with me tonight, we have the man himself here, the Honorable Dr. George Maraj, Dr. Junior Bisnat, Dr. King Solomon, Sister Francisca, Louis Francois. I saw some other guys was on the inside as well. But nevertheless, they will join us again. Remember the link, www.caribbeanpulse.net. We are streaming live to the world. And remember, what we filled our mind with forms our characteristics. And it is about time that we teach the world what's really, what is our roots. And with me tonight is our second segment. And this gentleman took the initiative to document and to record the history of Calypso with past and present monarchs and activities and artists, and documented over 700 Calypsonians named down in the Roots of Calypso, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And it is my distinguished pleasure once again to introduce Mr. Maraj, Dr. George Maraj. Welcome once again, Doctor, and welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the studios of Caribbean Pulse. And listeners, we are live right here from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, broadcasting to you. And welcome to the broadcast.
You're more than welcome. Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me again.
Well, this is your show. We don't have to invite you to your show, sir.
I invited myself.
Nice, man. Well, we appreciate that. Much appreciated.
Now, welcome everybody, and all those who are logged on and all who we can see. I know there are a lot of overseas listeners because I've been getting calls from last week, texts, WhatsApp messages that they are part of what we are doing, and I'm glad. I just want to introduce myself again to those who do not know or the new people to on. I am Toronto based. I am Trinbagonian. I am from San Fernando and I am a Calypso researcher. I am not really a Calypso historian because I can't really tell you the history of Calypso. That's already documented many, many times by many great people. Louis Regis, Gordon Rolle, Chalkers, Zeno Constance, and all these guys. They did a good job documenting the history of Calypso. I just seek Calypso items and strange aspects of Calypso around, strange music, unheard of Calypso music, by people who you would not even think recorded Calypsos at one time. Little do you know that there were the Calypso craze years in the States, Canada, and England in the 50s. And there you find a lot of people, Maya Angelou, Louis Farrakhan, Hank Snow, um, Dr. Robert Mitchum. All these people sang calypsos and recorded them as well. The limbo dance was incorporated into the calypsos as the follow the leader kind of thing, and they were limboing all over the place with the conga line and well, not hands in the air, but limbo. I, 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 that's what I do. I produce two books on the not really the history of calypso. It's really different aspects of calypso where I document a lot of Calypsonian names. My brother Mark told you about 700. And my second book will tell you I have reached up to 1400, and I have more for my third book coming out soon, too as well. I document things that nobody would document. For instance, put on your thinking caps and you can find out how many blind Calypsonians there were. I have documented 18. How many Chinese Calypsonians or of Chinese descent, I have about 12. And, I searched all over and I found all these different aspects, people who sang Calypsos from all over the world. And I have the Calypso Monarch competition from the 30s right up. Tuco and all these people don't have it that far. There weren't competitions since started in 1932, but I have before that major calypso competitions that have recorded the best song, documented, I should say, the best songs of that era. So I go way back, and I also have artifacts that I collect. For instance, I have the court transcripts of the rum and Coca-Cola case with Lord Invader. Recently, I got the transcripts of the Crocro in Chinishmel case, all 42 pages of the court transcripts. And yesterday, I received the transcripts from nobody noticed that Rowan Lion, Marianne, also was in the courts in the U.S. Very Rowan Lion won the case in a very fast case. They settled quickly, but I got the transcripts of that as well, all 42 pages of it. So then I got the stamps with Calypsonians' names on it. I got a picture of the airplane that was called Air Calypso. I got a chocolate bar that called Calypso Chocolate Bar. I got the recordings from Nescafe Calypso advertisement, and I would go on and on. Let's see, every time I find something with the word Calypso, with the word, all the movies, little Do you know the Calypso is made in about 17 or 18 different movies? So we have an art form that is worth preserving. We got a lot of history in our art form. Bear it in mind also, I am East Indian, but that don't mean that I'm not a Trinbagonian. Many people say, boy, what are Indian boy know what Calypso, but try me and find out. And I research everything in Calypso is my whole life. I dig up on the music. I got Calypso music from Sri Lanka, Germany. I got a band from Wales that sing and record a lot of Lord Kitchener songs, and from all over the world. Of course, the mecca of, of Calypso is Trinidad and Tobago, and that's where most of my research is, in Trinidad. So that's my life in Calypso. I've been collecting now since 1980, and I'm proud to say, out of everybody and people to tell me, no one has the collection of music that I have, and it's mainly Calypso. A few reggae, a little bit by Northern Tate, and I like Bob Marley. So I have a few, but everything is Calypso. Over 7,000 records and about 50,000 recordings of Calypso, dating back from the first Calypso recording from 1914 straight up. So, Brother Mark, that's it for my opening remarks. And anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Please let me know.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr.
Uh,
Amaraj. Yes,
huh?
so thank you so much. I just want to recognize the guys on the Coliseum with us, Dr. Junior Bisnat, King Solomon Paul, and the Queen from the Birds Calypso 10 man, Francisca Louis Francois, already locked in.
Brother Man,
Good night.
yeah, excuse me, please. Mr. Calendar and Boshi from Point 14.
Oh,
They're
they,
trying to get on, but they call on the wrong link. And when I answer, I tell them, I don't feel it's this link,
okay,
And
I will
then
sort
I
out.
put on.
I will sort it
Yeah,
out.
so you'll have to call
Yeah.
them personally there now.
Okay, I'll sort it out. No problem. Thank you so much. Yes, so
Yeah.
the invitation is open, guys, for any questions to Mr. Maraj Accolade, because this guy have a whole bundle of stuff. I don't think that he reached deep enough yet, because it's a whole bunch of stuff that he sent me, and I just I pick and choose some of the items on that listing. And what really drew my attention to introduce and to invite him to have a program like this on our network broadcasting, it is the intention to establish a Calypso museum. And that's one of his dream. Even though he resides in the US, he has a embedded interest in letting the world know that we have a art form that is in dying need of, encrypted information to the world. And I think that this is an opportunity. This is a good opportunity for the Calypso aficionados and the powers that be to listen up and to try to get on board with us, because this is our second edition. Not edition, but we're doing this as editions. Like, this is 2024 edition. 2025 we will also have an edition. So this is our second segment. This is happening every Wednesday at 8:15 right here on Caribbean Pulse Radio, and we are the #1 digital broadcasting network in Trinidad as we speak. It is the only online station that brings to you programs from the community-based level. And I think that we, over the past 3 years, since we have been operating, we have brought so many awareness to the listeners home and abroad. We out there in Nigeria, we out there in Israel, we out there in the US of A, Canada. We have signage on 18 FM bands out there in Canada. Whereas Connector Vibes, good night to you, my brother, for promoting Calypso at that neck of the woods. And Madman Mari M2 Studios down there in New York. We have the other online stations. That there's a whole broad network of online radios that we are, intermingling and exchanging links. So right now we could be talking on this frequency, and Connector Vibes could be broadcasting me on his frequency out there in Canada to the wider community. So again, we just allowing you to know that the information that is coming to you, have your pens, have your paper to document some of this stuff, because Mr. Maraj, that research that he does is very, 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 he's very genuine and very dedicated to what he does. So we have online with us Brother Junior Bisnat as well, another icon, another warrior, a man who trampling and championing the cause for culture. So let me just briefly ask Mr. Bisnat to make his voice be heard on the frequency. Brother Bisnat, what's up?
Night, brother Mark.
Yeah, man. Greetings, man. Greetings. Well,
Greetings.
You have your
With an introduction like that from Dr. George Maharaj just now.
Mhm.
Wow, what a piece of history that you just had to just listen, and it's like food for people who love the art form,
Mhm.
and to hear all these kind of the amount of history that he just offloading on us, that he have been preserving over all these years. How much people could talk Kaiso like that?
Not
Very,
much.
very few. And
Yes.
Mr. George Maharaj is a real treasure, a living legend, a treasure for us to have around and to have on a program like this tonight. Mr. George Maharaj, Dr. Maharaj,
Yes, sir.
wow, real great, great. You educating so much people, lovers of this art form, this special art form that we love, that called Kaiso. Thanks for people like you, so that keeping it alive, because so much things that if you wasn't doing in that way, so much of the history would have been lost. And it's good to see that it have people like you. Well, I'm like a baby in the art form still, compared to you and Brother Rando and the others are still following up. Well, great, great, great. And we working towards getting this museum in Trinidad, however, by whatever means, to document and preserve the art form.
Well, boy, it is very critical. And as I said last week, I've been trying to get some interest in Trinidad since 1986. Because I see the Calypsonians around, and I see the talent of these people just going to waste. When I come to Trinidad for my annual journey every carnival, people flood me with their music, just giving me their CDs, and they are great, great, great music. And somehow no one can, no one hear these people music and see how good they are. People only
Yes.
hear they are big boys like Sparrow, Kishina, Melody, and these guys, but there are lots of great people. I mean, look at Tall Black. I listen to his music. Did you ever hear his song on Maestro? Classic, natural, Kinte. I mean, these guys from Safran breed,
Yeah, Felix Joseph.
yeah, and he was so good. He asked me if I could
Hello,
play.
good evening, everybody.
Good
Yeah, good
evening, sir,
evening.
and welcome to the broadcast, man. Yes, so you're live. You're live on Caribbean Pulse on the Let's Talk Calypso. Yes, we'll take your call in a minute. So thanks for joining.
All right, let's take the call.
Yes, so okay, we have Ali Ishmael, John Williams, we have Sheldon Nugget, we have so many guys joining. Yeah, good night, and welcome to the Coliseum, man. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Caribbean Pulse, guys. Ainsley Myers, yes, Tall Blacks. Yes, so yeah,
Bravo.
we here again. We here again,
Yes,
guys.
I'm here. Good evening, everybody.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for logging in. Thanks for sharing. Remember to share the link, guys. Share it to your friends and neighbors, and allow them to be a part of what is taking place here on in Trinidad and Tobago as we speak to the world. Yes, we are live on www.caribbeanpulse.net. It is the online broadcasting network that we are utilizing as a vehicle to disseminate information in regards to the development of our indigenous art Calypso, alongside with our dearly beloved researcher and Calypso fanatic. This man could tell you what Calypso win road match from way back in the first road match. So, guys, be prepared to ask him questions. It's his show, Mr. Dr. George Maraj, as we speak. So, we live,
Right,
right? So, we inside.
right. Right. I want to shoot immediately. Good evening, Brother Maraj. So, Black Anthony here.
Hey, Tall Black, how you doing, man?
Good. And to all the brothers there. Yeah, what's happening, eh? So, am I having is which everyone on the Coliseum know that that Calypso here is a seasonal thing, right? It's a seasonal thing. After
Yeah.
Canada, it just sink down in a hole. The problem I think we have in is even though we have a million radio stations, we don't have much outlet to have shows like every week. Now and then you hear a big he or she big star have a concert, a kite, I mean he or she have a big show. But other than that, it's a seasonal thing, and that is the problem. Calypso should be every week with, as we know, the small names who are very stubborn, but again, it's a seasonal thing. After Carnival, Tuesday, that is it. All right, so I just soak in that, and I'll come again.
Okay.
So, guys, anybody on the Coliseum has any introduction or any incoming information as regards to what we discussed last week, and this is our second segment right here. So, feel free to send your questions directly to Mr. Maraj as he's here and is willing and able to answer whatever your question is.
Yep.
Present night, Mr. Maharaj. This is Merle.
Hi, sweet Merle, how are you?
I'm good. Well, as I said, I learn a lot from you and Mr. Bismarck. As cultural gentlemen, and yours both should be doctor, eh? Doctor, got name with Doctor so and so. Don't be just Mr. About time you recall all the name because I learn it. Yeah. Um, if you come to Trinidad for the carnival season mostly, right?
Yes, only
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
Carnival.
I would like that if one year or next year they should come. I would like to see you in one of our small tent as birds. I am inviting you in advance because sometimes we open and we like to recognize people like you to big up our culture because our little tent I hear you call Mr. Black Half Tune. I don't know if I ever heard the tune, but I would like to hear it again and I will tell him a day if I sing it in a show to sing it for me. Sing it for us because you say that they have tune there that and they don't reach no tune, it had tune, they don't know what the judge is judging. And for you to come and talk about these tunes, there's tune like Breedy Man Breed and all. I remember him before he died.
Yeah,
He
breed.
really had good tunes. He had good tunes. Mr. Drago, Brother Mac. I just listen to other than I have in my tune. I just listen. There's tune that could make the big yard, but they're not putting it because of some of us in smaller tent. We're not in big tent in town and we're not here. So I sometimes I'm inviting you to some of the small tents to listen and hear the lyrics that some of us have out there. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Well, I listen, when I come now, my problem is transportation because I don't really drive. Plus, I do not know where Palo Seco is, to be honest. I left Trinidad in 1969, so I don't even
We
know.
had to empty a room. We had to make room for Mr. Maharaj, brother Max. Telling me that make room, sleep over.
Move your foot, let me pass.
Yes, a pretender.
Yeah.
You know, well, because of the online this year, I heard your tent, and as I said last week, Merle, I enjoyed your song. I think I told that to Brother Mark as well. It sang the song you sang.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
thanks
that's
very
it, man.
much.
Nice, man.
I'll
Nice.
try my best to, and next time I come down, I'll make it a point to come down and bring some researchers with me, Ray Funk and these guys from Alaska. I'll bring them down with me. We have to do that for Brother Mark and you guys.
Yeah, make a small video. That'd be nice. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
So, Dr. George,
Yeah, boy.
for the listening public who
Mm-hmm.
don't know, I just letting you a piece of information
Mm-hmm.
that Junior Bisna, the constructive termite, make musical award. And on almost most senior Calypsonians, you will find some kind of musical award made and presented by Junior Bisna. That is contributing my skills towards the art form. I did it in musical awards from the great Lord Kitchener and all of them, Brother Valentino and most of the Black Stalin, most of the Calypsonians have my work in their house. So that is another aspect of me. And even also I used to present a lot of musical awards in scouting for talent. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just giving that support in the art form. So that's another aspect. A lot of people, some people will know and some might know, but it's
Yeah, but
piece of information.
in case you didn't know and you forgot, I got two pieces of your art in my home.
Right, you see? That is a way of showing appreciation to the art form
Hey,
that I wanted to do. Yeah.
that day I walked with you guys from San Fernando to Point Fountain, or
Oh yes,
from Point Fountain
yes.
to San Fernando. I walked with
Oh
you.
yes.
You presented me with a beautiful that is a showpiece in my house and in Canada. Anytime anybody come in,
Wow. Well,
what that?
as a matter of fact, that day when we did that walk from Mokojambis did the walk to with us. We walked
Yeah,
from Point 14 to San Fernando, which is 26 miles.
that's the day you got
Mokojambis
married.
walk. And my wife didn't know she was getting married that morning, and her aisles were 26 miles long from Point 14 to San Fernando.
Yep. Well, it,
Yeah, yeah. It's one time to get married and do it different.
Wow.
it was good because I was there. The first time I
Yes,
ever
yes.
first time I ever went to Point. First time I ever went to Point was that day you sent the lady with the car for me.
Wow, look at that.
6 o'clock in the morning, I walk, and I took the whole walk except for about 10 minutes. Uh,
And the mayor of Point 14 was there with us. He walked up to a certain, I think it's a certain part further up the road. But he did join with us for the walk, and we had police protection on the road and all.
we
So
even had Errol Fabian,
yes, with us also.
and we had Natural.
Yes.
All right, I
So
remember
all
the
the
walk, and I took the walk.
yes. So that is a very historical moment in Trinidad that Moko Jambi is walking 26 miles. That is something you wouldn't normally hear. So all that is like what you call Kaiso talk then. Kaiso.
Yes, 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 I know, man. I know. I know.
Baby,
Anybody else?
Yeah, greetings and blessings, everyone.
Yeah.
To the Um, and when I'm on the road, so I can't do too much of talking. But what it is that I'm listening and what just came to mind is something to just think about. This is Trinidad, right? And the contribution that Calypso has made, throughout the years, and then even now, I believe that it can go further and it can reach higher, and even take Trinidad on a different level on the map. What one nice idea that came to mind is that you can think about a name, you can think about a way to set it. You understand? We can also on that you can have like you could give award to certain people by the termites family, and you could also like like how they have sunsplash in Jamaica, but not excessive sunsplash, but just the idea where even after carnival, after the Lenten season, that you can have a nice big show where people would even want to come down from outside because you're making it big, you're making it grand, and and with that, you can set up the takeover. Eventually, what can happen is that the same land you're always talking about, you could have that land where that money that we'd have been spending to give this one and this one to rent the place can set up eventually. That is in the future. We can have, because it's something that wouldn't die, man. You
Never.
understand? And set it up nice, museum wise, kind of likewise, kind of something. And, it's just an idea. So I go
But
pause it for now.
all ideas are great. It's just to get the proper people to execute it. Don't forget, I have been fighting since 1986, and I do not live in Trinidad. But we have to get it.
Yeah, man.
1986 to 2024. That's how many years, Mr. Marge?
Boy, I
Solid,
know.
solid documentation, boy.
And I have the names of the people I spoke to. I got the parties I spoke to, the governments I spoke to. I got the businesses I spoke to, and all declined.
Right, and they decline your they decline. You said you make mention that they decline your proposal that you put forward to establish the Calypso Museum.
Yes.
Right. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little. We're going to get some more in-depth information as towards that aspect of the thing.
Okay.
Hey, tonight is the bongo night. Billy way, bongo, Billy way. Big wake up in Toko. Was the death of my popo? Lord, I went to a wake in Toko. Was the death of my popo? That night me pray booked here in peace. A woman snatched me like a police. Ballin', come jump up in the ring. Time to prove yourself a bongo king. Miss yeah, tonight is the bongo night. Hey, bongo Macedonia. Hey, shakas go laugh and talk.
You're now on to Caribbean Pulse Radio. Crank the volume.
Hey, well, the light what you can do. Put island clock in your bottle.
Yes, signature music, man. Signature music, signature discussion, and the Colosseum is hot tonight. But I have a question for the guys on the Colosseum. That music in the background there, right? Last week we started this signature for this program, right? That song. I want to ask anybody on the Colosseum there tonight to tell me the name of the singer. Let's make this thing really interested. The Bongo Night. I ain't asking Mr. Maraji, asking any one of the guys on the Colosseum. And guys, be honest. Don't go and research nothing or no YouTube or nothing. Let me hear if you guys was taking notes last week. Who sang that song? The Bongo Night. we getting somebody answering? Hello? Anybody coming up with the answer?
Ishmael here. Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear. Yeah.
Very well. A pleasant good night to everyone.
Good
Good
night,
night,
sir.
sir.
And a pleasant good night Dr. George Maharaj.
Al, how you doing, brother?
Okay. Now, what I want to say is that we here, we have a problem. We have a problem with our own art form. We have a problem with our own calypso, right?
Yeah.
Because here what happening in the Lenten season. In fact, from a little fella growing up, in the Lenten season, if you reciters to recite a calypso, you get your mouth bust from your parents.
Yes.
Right. So that is one aspect of it. The Lenten season, we believe that calypso should not be sung. But listen, you know, it is okay to sing American soul. It is okay to sing ballad. It's okay to sing reggae, but it is sinister to sing calypso, right? So I have a problem with that, okay? Because I believe in whatever, uh, wherever you live, the culture, the land, the music of the land, of the people, I believe that is what they're supposed to take and praise the God with, okay?
Yeah.
And so I can't understand why most of the radio stations around Lenten season not playing calypso or like calypso concerts and things must be, you know, they must have it because of the Lenten season, or they must have calypso competition during the Lenten season and things like that. I totally agree with that. Because you know it has more burning issues than that we could talk about concerning Lenten season. But I do want to bring it up here because the religious ministers will start calling the program. But here what happened. I find that is something we should stop immediately. What you think about that, Mr. Marat?
Well, well, that, I don't think we have that anymore. It used to be that way when I was growing up,
One second, Mr. Mad.
but
One second.
they stopped that because where our Calypsonians made money after they sang in the march ground. The next day, the Tuesday, Wednesday, you couldn't sing Calypso. They used to have to go Grenada and Guyana and to make some money. They go on the boat and they sing the Calypso. They don't have Lent. Lent is only, as I know, it's Trinidad where they used to stop us.
Excuse 1 second, Mr.
That
March.
don't happen anymore.
1 second, Mr. March.
People play
Guys,
Calypso all the time.
guys on the call, somebody, so you need to mute the mics on your phone, please. Somebody has somebody has a device bringing back someone wanted noise in the mute your mic on your phones, please, guys. Somebody bringing back an unwanted noise in the broadcast. Thank you very much.
But it's still on.
You want to mute your mic when you're not speaking.
All right, guys, we need to mute the mics on our phones so that when you're speaking, you put your mic on. When you're not speaking, you mute your mic. You will still be able to hear what's going on in your background. Please mute your microphones on your phone.
The engineer's mic not mute. The engineer's mic not mute.
I would like to say something when everybody mute their mic.
Oh my! All right.
Good night, people. Good night. Good night, people. Good night. Hope everybody okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something. Excuse based on what Mr. Ishmael said. No, I'm a Catholic, right? And the Lenten season is about you, you know. Lenten season is about you. And if the radio station believe in the Lent in that way, that is them. But I am a Catholic and I really don't really fancy the liming and thing within the Lent until after. The Lent finish within the Holy Thursday night into Good Friday. That weekend, the Lent finish. Right?
Right.
And some people, they fast, right? So here what they do. Fasting is not about just eating meat. Fasting is about just your phone. If you want to be off your phone for 40 days, that is a fasting, you know. You're not on the internet at all for 40 days. Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of what that your personal choice. Your choice is you could even tell your manager who I'm not coming to work for 40 days. And I stay no man fast. I just do this, I do that. You could take a week and all. That is how you choose it. Look, I can't afford to fast. I am the Catholic and because I just suffered low blood pressure. So I have to have something to eat. I cannot stay 2 hours without a salt in my system. But I had to choose the things to eat. And I does eat my meat in the Lenten season. But you had to choose a way how to eat and when to eat. That's your choice. So the Calypso they're playing. I hear they playing Calypso, Mr. Mishmael, they're playing. But it's not Bacchanal. Calypso. They're playing things within gospel. Listen to the title, yeah. Most of the station playing a lot of nice gospel. Calypso what mood. Thing. Listen to it. They choose their way of fasting.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Sister Merle.
Well, that's a nice way to go because we respecting everybody's view and the main subject before us is let's talk Calypso and thanks to everyone for being on the Coliseum. Thanks to all the guys on the broadcast. Remember we are live on the channels, all the other social media platforms. So we need to be to the point and the main focus of tonight's topic. Well, I mean, we're talking Calypso. Thanks to all the guys. Thanks for all the contributions. I mean, brother Sheldon was going to say something. Go ahead, brother. Like, brother Nugget, step out for a minute. All right, because probably he had to go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what we had left off before I did the little introductions and so on is the situation where Mr. Maharaj was pointing out to us where he made proposals to the various ministries, to the various administrators who were in and out of the corridor of powers, and all the proposals was turned down. And on the last program, we had decided to move forward with an initiative again to try to capture the minds and of the powers that be in 2024 and moving forward to reintroduce some of those proposals so that we could really come strong and establish the Calypso Museum as proposed and as was proposed many, many, many years ago, which is a seller, which is something very, very critical. And as we on this note, the responsibility of the ministry that is in charge of culture has to look into what is really transpiring in the schools via the media, transmitting this rubbish and this garbage over and over in the ears of the children. All of this foreign junk, all of this foreign music. I don't mean that we mustn't listen to what our choice is, as the conversation was taking place a little while ago. Yes, again, the choice. Thank you very much, Miss Moll. The choice is everybody's choice. But if we as a people not teaching the children of our nation what is our national indigenous culture, Calypso came a long way. And I think calypso should be used as a weapon, as an instrument, as a tool, as a vehicle to bring some dexterity amongst our nation, some sort of meaning. Because like Trinidad, when you look at Trinidad and the way we deal with our culture, something is saying that we often, most of the times, we leave what we really own to try to adopt and to buy into what is not ours and to even make it better. We just fight so hard to undo and to do what people doing out there better than those people, better than the original people who do whatever they does. A Trinidadian could sing R&B better than an R&B singer. A singer could a singer could sing a reggae. A Trinidadian could sing reggae. They could sing everything. But what we're saying is that most of the times, the energy that is being in the atmosphere as we speak, I don't have the exact amount of FM stations that we have in Trinidad, but how many of those stations playing calypso music, or even 60 or 75% local content? Not much. And that's where the problem is. We not promoting calypso. We not preserving calypso. And it is a critical thing to look at, because we need to find out what is the root of the problem that we are encountering with this killing, the murder situation, and everything else. So, Mr. Maharaj, I want to indulge you in enlightening us, or enlightening the listeners, as towards a couple of the initiatives that you presented to the past and present administrations.
Well, to start, 1986, I had an idea. Don't forget, I came to Canada in 1969. I started to follow Calypso and buy stuff from, the bug bit me. I started officially in 1980. I came back in 86 and I approached the NER government. I believe the time the culture minister, the education minister was Clyde Pantin, I believe. I'm not too sure. And I spoke to them, and nothing happened. Then the next government, I believe, was the PNM again, and nothing happened. Then I decided to go to the businesses, British Gas, Carib. The Carib Angostura is one. There was Maritime Life, um, and some other big businesses around. When people were directing me, who were these big people? None of them were interested. They all seemed to like the culture, but they were not interested in investing in it. And I tell you, I had all the artifacts, the books, magazines. I had all the records, the record jackets. I had everything here to set up a nice museum. And it was a museum and a Calypso research center where you record all the music and play them. I even had, you know, I think I sent you a photograph of what the front of the building would look like. I had everything. Then after that, the um, the UNC came to power. Well, Jennifer Johnson, Wade Mark, and Munilal, everybody I spoke to, none of them seemed to really be interested in assisting. And then PNM again came in. Well, by then I got so disgusted. So they called it a Trinidad word when I was growing up, a down courage about it. I used to come to Trinidad for at least 2 weeks every year. I think I came to Trinidad over 50 times trying to get somebody. I spoke to Chalk just one, no interest. I spoke to Gypsy, no interest. and not even a reply. I sat down with Tufu, and you guys would know the names who were at the head. I made a presentation to them. Not even a reply, a, a written reply from them, or even a telephone call that say, "Well, we don't like it, or we like it, or whatever." Nothing, nothing from anybody. I met with Colin Murray from Macari Bangastura. Nothing, but everybody love it, but nobody want to put the get the interest who to manage it. But get this one, I a couple of years ago, the records got too much for my small house out here in Canada, so I decided to try to see if I could sell it or donate it to um, somebody in Trinidad. And I approached UE, UE and UTT. I can remember one of them told me, "We love it, but we don't know where we will put it." The second one said, "If I will pay for the shipping." And I said, "Come on, man, you guys have to be serious." There I am donating the world's largest Calypso collection, a record collection, but I must pay the shipping as well. So it got to be frustrating up and down. But I think I was doing something not for the big Calypsonians, the well-known Calypsonians, but for the lesser-known Calypsonians. Because I walk, I, I used to lime on Malord Street every Friday, Thursday and Friday with All Black and all of them. And I saw all the Calypsonians, smaller Calypsonians coming by. They all got great voices and great songs. I always wanted to do something for the smaller Calypsonians. But then too, I couldn't devote that time in Trinidad because my flights, like I couldn't stay away from work and family for more than 2 weeks. So I keep on coming back and then going and coming back. And we didn't have internet at the time and emails and everything. So I had to write letters. So that's about what I did since 1986. But I must mention three ladies who tried to help me as much as I could. They saw my dream and they are top Trinidadians who want to see it grown. One was Diane Sukaran from San Fernando. The other one was Marlene Kudre. And the other one, somebody can help me. She was the arranger for Desperados at one time. Anybody remember who she was? Um, she was the head of the
Not Bishop, not Pat
ah
Bishop.
Pat Bishop. That's right, Pat Bishop. So these were the three ladies who really worked hard to get the museum going until Pat Bishop, the late Pat Bishop, told me. She called me and said, "George, take your collection elsewhere to another country." She did that. But Diane Sukaran did a lot of work. She wrote letters. And I must say, the only PNM politician that really tried to help me was Patrick Manning. I was from San Fernando East. He was from San Fernando East. And we sat down at many times and spoke about it. But I don't know why his hands were tied. I have no idea. Um, but he always liked Calypso, and I think if he had the power that I believe he should have had, we would have gotten something going. And Junior is also from San Fernando East as well, so he would know the interest that Mr. Manning had. I have a great respect for Mr. Manning because of that. He would leave everybody at Skinner Park Fiesta and walk straight up to me, sit down and talk while he was Prime Minister. And we would talk Calypso, and he would say, "Boy, you still in this?" And I say, "Yeah, I'll never give up." And that's my story about it. And now I still have the collection. I still get it. It's not in my possession anymore. My son has it. He has a big house, and he's storing it for me and keeping it. Actually, I will give it to him eventually, or more or less it's his. But I have access to it, and I am still assisting people around the world who would like to find out. Attila the Hun grandchildren contacted me. Lord Teresa grandchildren contacted me. Shorty's son. People from all over want to know about their grandparents, their uncle, their aunt, their family. Right? The Roaring Lion, Lord Hummingbird, all these people. We got great history in Trinidad, but we just have to preserve it. Our art form of Calypso is second to none. And you have to live abroad to understand the likeness that people like the word Calypso. When you live abroad, people say, Trinidad, land of Calypso. As Brother Mudala said in a Calypso, it's not a fast food slogan. It's true. People love our music, all in the States, all in England, in States, especially New York City. People like and love Calypso. They like people like Duke of Iron, Macbeth, Lord Invader, you know, Sparrow, of course. They don't know too much about Kitchener except England, where he lived for about 13 years, I believe, 13, 14 years in England.
So
George, could I squeeze in here quick?
Yeah, sure.
Here's happening, huh? You said a word here, and I have it in two of my songs. It's only when Trinbagonians abroad, then they love Pan and Kaiser, you know that? Most of them.
Yes, because people appreciate it and they appreciate the art form.
Majority of them. When they're not home, but as they go abroad, they love Kaiso bad. But when they're here, that is one. Two. Now, let me just jump to Pan Trinbago. All these years, Pan Trinbago only had men as president, right?
Yeah.
Bounce the head and they put a woman. Look how Pan Trinbago climbing ladders. So I'm saying that to say this. It's time to go voting a woman as president because I feel women has take chances, you know that, right?
Well, I believe in women, so.
Hello? Women has take chances. Because what you said here, you went to Brother Resistance, he was there at the time when you went. You talk to everybody, Gypsy, everybody, and you think I point out two women, Kudre, Sukaran, and Pat Bishop.
Yes.
Now hear me. I sang more than once, all in Bisabella for Diane Sukaran, and to Stalin, sister who lives on the line, right?
Yes.
And she will go in a crab over here called and Diane. Right?
I can know. She love a culture. Yes, she loves Calypso.
Yes. And you see, I say that to say this. Anytime Tuko get a woman president, she will make, you see, she will then come and talk to you serious, and then she will make some moves that real men, I will call them right now, Maniku men, can make those kind of moves, Yes, women take chances. You see, we need a woman as Tuko president, and then you could go to her, and then she will start to climb up ladders. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll rest there for now.
All right, Anthony. Take care.
So, guys, I would like to invite the other guys on the Coliseum to make an input as to what you guys think that we can assist and try to do to make this a reality. I want to hear from the guys on the Coliseum. I want to hear what you will add to, what Mr. Maharaj's plight was it is no longer a plight. It is something before us to enhance and to put into perspective. And I definitely willing and want to do this. But collectively, I would like to hear from you guys now that you heard the scenario with Mr. Maraj and all of his proposals that he presented, and everything was turned down because it seems as though we don't have a vision. Now, my interest in this is to preserve the entertainment industry, because in this country, I want to go a little political here. In this country, we has no industry that is productive, that we can rely on as we speak. We're not manufacturing, we're not producing, and we're not marketing. All we're doing is handout. And that's the problem. That's our problem. What we need to do is to collectively get together as a group of people who really love this. Mr. Bisnat, Mr. Tall Blacks, Francisca, Brother Ishmael, Brother John Williams, and everybody else on the Coliseum, and all those who are listening. I'm making a plea tonight for you all to join with us. Come together with it. Forget your political alliance. Forget your cultural disturbance. I personally, I still want to approach. I would still like this. My piece. I would still like to approach Mr. Rondon Mitchell, the Minister of Culture, as we speak now, and have a conversation with him as regards to where we could take this, because we can't be sitting in offices like the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, and after 100 years of vocal recording, and we have a Trinidadian who has one of the world's largest collection in Calypso. I could go there because when you go on Spotify, and you see the collection that Spotify has illegal, I don't know who gives Spotify this authority to have Calypso from the 30s and the 20s and on their playlists. I don't know who gives those guys. So we have no copyright. We have no trademark. Calypso has no owner. Whereas in 1998, the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago give the Trinbago Unified Calypsonian the mandate to handle the affairs of Calypso locally, through the Caribbean and through the world. So we have the authority. It is law. It is law. The cabinet minutes. I have a copy of it. The cabinet minutes that Tuco is mandated with to handle Calypso and to promote our music to the world. We are the persons who supposed to be holding the copyright and the patent for Calypso. And I am here with my energy to ensure that what we're speaking about here tonight will not go on deaf ears. So I am making an appeal because I know they are listening. I know the powers that be are listening. I sent invitation to the president, Mr. Ainsley King. I invited the chairman of the zone. I invite them to join the broadcast. I send the link and I invite them to listen to what we are discussing. And if it means that we have to hold the bull by the horn, that's my intention. Because you guys can be holding offices and pretending to love this thing when we have an outstanding issue from 1986 to 2024. We have nothing to show or to represent Trinidad and Tobago as our indigenous art and culture, where this spread through the world and other countries. Now, right now, we are rating number 3 in the World Carnival. Trinidad going down to number 3, when we are the creators and the original people, the original country that Carnival come from. We invent it. So why are we continuously disregarding it in this way and acting as though it is a political tool? I am saying no to this. I am saying no to this. Let us revisit the cabinet minutes and the laws that is enacted in that cabinet minutes as towards the responsibility of TUCO. There is 4 entities in Trinidad that is responsible for the operation of Carnival. The NCBA, TUCO, NCC, and Pantrinbago. Those are the people who are recognized by the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago to handle the affairs of Carnival. Now, if you check the quantum of money that is invested year after year as government subvention towards the development of these art, and when we look at the people who promoting it and the band leaders and the presidents of these organizations, and when you look at what is being done with the funds that they're collecting as subvention from the state. Remember, we are all taxpayers, and this is tax dollars that we're talking about here. We are not speaking about monies that is yours. That is not your money. This is taxpayers' money that we're talking about here. And if we should ask for forensic audit in all of these groups, in all of these organizations, as we speak, everything will have to go back to square one. And if we are serious about culture and we are serious about curbing crime in this country, let us level the playing field. Let us get serious about culture. Let us get serious about what we are about, or else soon it will escalate into other things. As we see in other parts of the world, we see people are people are waking up all over the world, and people are doing things out of the ordinary right now. So let us try to preserve what we have now. It's an art form that should be preserved. So I rest my little 2 cents there until I will entertain anybody else on the Coliseum.
Yeah, Brethren, again, something I'm looking at. Like I said, Trinidad time has come, and I always remind the Brethren that when I look at the Bob Marley movie, remember now, look at what happened, and the fire that fueled that, you understand, is from the mother and the father of reggae, which is Calypso. So in other words then, what are the power that generate from Trinidad? Now, this is another thing now. Carnival is a thing that gathers the people, you understand? When I look at the Calypso, the original Calypso, Calypso, and the messages that they really come, you see, the more we promote consciousness, righteousness, goodness, righteousness exalts a nation. I understand, and it's not no. When I say chemical music, it's not no promiscuous music that rise up. That, you understand? It's conscious music, and this is time for that. You understand? To make the world a better place, because we had enough of the nonsense out there. Now the thing is, when I look at it, when you search out the children and them who singing out of the schools, them children and them they writing some beautiful calypso we're supposed to be on top of the chart. You understand? And plenty of these big people and them out there, I don't know why they don't just sit on one side and just let the children and them do their thing. We had to come together by the grace of God and do something. When I say God, I'm talking about love. Love is God, God is love. We need to come together and do something new. We had to create something new. Because what was there, it all and it have no substance anymore. We had to come up with something new. And we can't study them and the nonsense, because we just have to know how to integrate, how to connect and make it happen, and it will happen because we have that authority. Right now the rest of them fail. Them just have a name and just there, just eating and pulling up the guts, and people stuff I know. So that is just my take for now.
Right. Right. Brother Marge,
yes,
sir. What's happening? I want to believe that all those Caribbean who you went to, Maury, young Maury,
yes,
you see,
Colin.
Right. What they are looking at, when they put out the finance, they are looking to get back, That is how all them thinking, that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. That's how they are thinking. But I believe they will get a tax, and because once they show what they did,
the tax break.
Yeah, because everybody looking to see what they're getting back. But I repeat, they only love Calypso and Pan out of Trinidad. I'm going with that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Maharaj,
Yes, sir.
let me be short. I know the time limited.
Yeah.
Okay, the first song in the world, the first song in the world to sell 1 million copies
In
is
1950,
Calypso.
in 1956.
I,
Yes.
I learned that from your book, Roots
Yes.
of Calypso, alright?
Right.
Okay, okay. The singer of that song was Harry Belafonte.
That's right.
The writer of the song was Ivan Burgess, right?
Irvin Burgess, Abidjan. Yes.
Right. Okay. What did we ever do for these people? Did we ever honor those
Uh,
people? Harry
those
Belafonte, was he ever honored by this country or the Calypso fraternity? Even Burgess for his writing, you know,
Yeah,
for his writing?
he wrote about 16 top songs like Jamaican Farewell,
Right. Did
stuff
we
like
ever
that.
honor these people? Okay, here what happening. Our Calypso competitions, we debar the foreigners, the other our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, we bar them from entering our competitions. Okay, are we afraid of them? And if we continue to bind them, how do we expect to improve? Okay, so we, or the powers that be, yes, we are our own worst enemies. I'm on with that.
No, no, you're right. When a short shirt had two great songs, I believe in '77. I think nobody go run me and Tourist Lego. They actually banned him from the competition. He would have won the crown and the road march in Trinidad that year, no doubt about it.
Was it 76? Was it 76 or 77?
I believe. I believe
Right.
it's 76, 77. I could
No,
wrong. I don't have my stats in my head. I
no,
don't know to remember.
no, that's an issue. But you see, and there was something wrong. And who was the mastermind behind that? Sparrow and Kitchener. Especially Sparrow.
I, I don't know that, so I can't say anything about that.
Yes. Hello?
But you would know. You would know.
Yes. Sparrow was in man because you know what? Short had a voice, sweet. People used to think
Sweet.
Sparrow voice. So Sparrow had jealous his voice. I tell you, I know what I'm saying because I listened to him years, so I mean, I know plenty.
You would know.
Sparrow had jealous, short voice. Great voice. It was like a bell banging. And that song, down to an 8-year-old who had no song. Sparrow said, no, you're going here. But then Sparrow didn't go on here too. He didn't go on here too. But we'll leave it there.
Well, see, Sparrow was not born in Trinidad, but he neutralized as a Trinidadian. Short shirt never neutralized a Trinidadian. Not to defend anybody. A good Calypso is a good Calypso, and if there's no room.
Yes.
Look at
so Sparrow is that. Sparrow is that.
Lord Nelson was born in Trinidad, in Tobago, actually. And they banned him from the competition. That's why he sang the song called Foreigner.
Yes, the Foreigner, yeah. The Foreigner,
yeah. He sang Foreigner because they banned him from entering the competition.
Only because he was living abroad. Right, in America.
Yes.
Right, yes. He was in the army. Yeah. But you see what Ishmael said here? Ishmael said here? You remember some years ago, they had a Caribbean competition. I think it was in Hazy Crawford. And a guy, I think, it's on Grenada. The crew, all of them. He the crew and all of them. Yeah.
Competition boy from Grenada?
Yes. Sometime. It was about 20-something years ago.
I know it's called Kings of Kings.
No, not Kings of Kings. Not what Stalin had won. None of that. Not what Stalin had won. Not that. It was something in in Hazy Club Stadium. Coco and all of them had enter, and a young teacher, I think was some grader. He went out. It ought to be somewhere, I think in the late 80s, but yes, the right history, I have it in a book, but I mean, it's in the head. Yes, a young, with a teacher from, I think, the sentence organizer, but ask any serious person who would they ask for. Yeah, Coco, all of them are there, big name, and they cut their backside. Yeah, right next to them.
I think the guy you're talking about is Socrates, you know.
But it was a Calypso competition.
Yeah.
Because when the King of Kings, Salah sang Wine Daniel's Wine. And in
they had three Kings of Kings competition, you know. Yeah, so he may have won one of them. Not too
yeah,
sure.
but Stalin, the year, because I was down there that night and Stalin had sang Wine Daniel's Wine.
Yeah, great song, I like it.
You know, so Stalin had won because I think Solo was there. Plenty of the islanders, Calypsonians, were there. But this is a Calypso Caribbean thing, and a young teacher, he had cut all of them big boys their backside. He came first.
I can't remember. But I don't forget again, I don't live in Trinidad. I just come for 2 weeks for Carnival. Like
you see, nobody calls you, boy. Nobody.
All right, don't show off now. All right, stop showing off, not all black. Stop showing off on everybody on the Coliseum now, man. You're showing off on me or what? You had the history right, man.
No, that's good. That's good history, man.
You see, my brains. Hello, my brains. Warrior would know that. I don't miss, once something is sinking, it will stay for 50 and 40 years, I could call a year too.
Maintenance, man. Good maintenance. Good maintenance, better.
But which will tell you that somebody should have recorded that, documented that for the future. So we wouldn't have to tax Tall Black Brain. We just know that documented somewhere. Like how I documented stuff in my book.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. Sorry.
Well, I think he was a young teacher, He was a teacher.
Yeah, but
and he could have been someone in his late 20s. He was a young fella. And he had good voice, he sing well, but he cut their backs. He came first, he beat them. He beat Coco and
you will find out about him, don't worry.
Yes.
So
guys, with that teacher.
Guys, let me take this opportunity to welcome on the Coliseum Mr. Russell Ramkisoon. Yes, he was here last week and I now see him pop back up. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. And as we are about to wrap up, I know I was allowing the guys to make their contribution as regards to where we will be, the next move we will be making to ensure that the Calypso Museum project comes on stream. And I was allowing everybody a couple of minutes to have their say. And from my perspective, I will try to arrange for Mr. Ainsley King, the president of Trinbago Unified Calypsonians Organization, to join us next week, Wednesday, at 8:15, so that we could try to get some commitment from him as towards where we could or how we could go about establishing our Calypso Museum, which we, Trinidad and Tobago, needs to set as an example to the past and the present and to the future for Calypso. So guys, anybody else have any input? Please feel free.
Yes. Because my charge on pride. If once king come true, it may have an earthquake, but one of the fellows and I go.
No, but our responsibility is to indulge his participation, and I think as I know him well, I know him quite a number of years, and I think that he will. I think that he will want to be a part of it. So I talking on behalf of the president of the organization, right? So guys, and Brother Bisnat, Mr. Easy Myers, we have Brother Russell. Quickly, Sister Mull, any final advice, any final contribution?
Yeah, Dr. Maraj, Ishmael here. Yeah. Oh, on behalf of the Calypso fraternity, I would like to apologize to people like Short Shirt and all the rest of them who did the bar from the competition for years. Bye.
So we had an apology going out to all of the. That's something that we have to look into because it existing up to today. Because I think once you are not a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, you are debarred from taking part in the National Calypso Monarch competitions, which is something I can't understand because these guys are members of the organization. If you know that you have restrictions on that, you should not accept members in your organization because every member in an organization deserves equal opportunity in every opportunity that is available. Yes, guys, next.
Yeah.
From our Calypso, Tendon Princess and the Missionaires, which Brother Maraj, we are out since 2011. One love, because I'm a PRO, so one love from us to you. And it has been nice, and I hope this thing could go on for the next 35 years. I'm going.
Thank you. Yeah, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, let's take
Yeah,
Mr.
this is
Myers.
Eldra-
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Myers. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is El Drago International. At the moment, I'm at a meeting at Cara Food Suite, so I was kind of silent all the time. But now we're coming to conclusion. I want to say that I endorse everything that Mr. Bisnat had said about the trophies, and I endorse what Mr. Maraj was talking about, the various ventures and so on, because in the early days, I was rallying with him and so on, many of the places that he went to lecture, even down in Debe. I remember he took us down Debe and by Dr. Mulila's office and so on,
That's
So
right.
I want to say, yes, remember that?
Yes, I do. I have pictures, man.
Yes. So I'll conclude by saying, well, good night to everybody, because I'm in a meeting right now in Carol Suite, so we'll catch up again next week. Please God. So thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much, Brother Myers. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. Remember, we're broadcasting live on www.caribbeanpulse.net. And we have Mr. Russell Ramkisoon.
Yes, good night, gents and lady. I would
Greetings.
like to first commit myself, because I know Baramak speaks on behalf of the Birds Calypso tent, and we are on board, but I would like to commit myself to assisting in any way I could to propel this project into reality. For too long and too much years, we have been waiting for something of substance, and it is really, really sad to know that it has been bounced around so much times and nothing has been done. But we're here now, and we are going to do our best to get this project completed.
Thanks very much, man. It's about time.
I agree with that. It's about time.
Yes,
Brother Mark.
Yes, Dr. Bisnat, sir.
We always talk about action speak louder than words.
Action speak louder than
And
words, brother.
up to yesterday, the hardware truck came by my home and dropped off 100 blocks, 4x8 concrete blocks. And up to today, I had a draftsman finishing up doing the drawing of the museum that I'm working on. So work in progress on my side here, but we will need something bigger than what I'm putting up here. for the collection that Dr. George Maharaj have, that collection. So the authorities, we need to rewrite some letters, and as Brother Mark said, get some meeting with Mr. Mitchell, the Minister of Tourism and Culture, and make a proposal. We can't give up. We have to just knock on the door again. You know, you never know which one of the doors will open.
Yeah.
So, seeing that we come together and having this meeting and this program and such great knowledge and historical things happening here, we should organize a meeting with him sometime soon.
Blessings, man. Perfect blessings to you, brother, and may you get 300-400 blocks tomorrow again from the hardware truck. And let us complete the constructive termite, Mr. Junior Bisnat Museum, which he has a whole bunch of artifacts as well, and Mr. Bisnat have so much of stuff inside of it that he need a big museum as well. So that will be the San Fernando Creative Termite Museum, and this one that we're talking with Mr. Maharaj will be we look for
national museum.
Yeah, we look for a proper we look for a proper venue for that project. So who else we have on the call? Miss Merle. Yes. Any final comments, Miss Merle?
Congratulations, Mr. Maharaj. Congratulations, Dr. Maharaj and Dr. Bisnat, Mr. Calendar, Brother Mark, El Drago, and the others on the panel. I was learning a lot because you all have history. I always say that. 1976, I was still going to take classes and stuff. So I remember in 1976 where I always say somebody sang and something happened. I said, wait, nice. I tried to check it. Like 36 to 37 years ago. Yeah, well, I couldn't figure out how much, and I started to say, look, I see it. So that's history, and I'm glad I'm learning a lot. And I will be on board, you know. Yeah, I would like to see everybody personally when the time comes, and I will be promised to be on board. Thank you.
Lovely. Bless your heart. So, guys, I'm looking at the time. We run over a little bit, but that's not a problem. Everything happens for the betterment. And I think that as we're moving on, the time will be extended because there's so much information. And Mr. Maharaj has so much in stock to divulge to the listening audience. The program is his. We are just in support and coming out in support of what his initiative were to bring it to a reality as a collective body, conscious.
Final word.
Hold on.
Ramak, if I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Before he does final words, I would like to also recognize the contribution that Caribbean Pulse has given to Calypso over the years that they have been given the Calypsonians the platform in which they could get their music out there to be heard to the global audience, as well as issues like these and working in the background. So thank you very much, Caribbean Pulse and Brother Matt.
Well, I could safely say before Mr. Maharaj make his closing, I'm into this from in 1979. 1979, I started my Calypso career at the Shagamas Youth Camp and represented my youth camp and trade center in all of the competitions, Queen's Hall, Tobago. So in 1980, I was flying plane to go to Tobago singing Calypso as a young fella, right? A young 18 or 19 years somewhere there. And I am not into this Calypso thing because it's a eat a food thing. I into this Calypso because Calypso is me. And it has a lot of history that I could give you. I auditioned for about 7 or 8 years before I got selected to sing in 1987 in the New Wave Calypso tent in Port of Spain. And that was one of my biggest achievements, to audition amongst 150 Calypsonians in those days, singing for a position that they will only select about 20 or 18 Calypsonians from. And my song was selected. I made the cast, All Rounder, Lady Wonder, Tigress, Kenny J, this guy Kurt Allen, a whole bunch of guys. If I forget who was the cast of that year, I forget. But I am not here as a fly by night. I have a vested interest in Calypso, and I would like to see Calypso where it's supposed to be at. So Caribbean Pulse, as the guy mentioned, is an online. It is an entertainment service provider providing a service in for all of your entertainment needs. Whether you're having a birthday party, you're having a political meeting, you're having a cultural show, whether you're having a gospel event, whether you're having a parang event, we could provide that service for you. We provide sound systems, we provide artists, we have the Birds Calypso tent, we have the Los Paranderos del Caribe Parang Group, we have the Caribbean Pulse recording studio, we have Caribbean Pulse online radio station, and I can go on and on and on and on. From 1979 to now, I sit proud and I stand firm behind the red, white and black to ensure the arrival of the Calypso Museum as another project that I will be working hand in hand with all of you guys on the Coliseum. So that's my little take tonight. I will extend some more of my history in the Calypso business, and I am not an ungrateful guy because the song engineering aspect of it, I grabbed the opportunity when they brought out the song engineering courses at Tuco. Tuco brought out they had a song engineering course through the organization. I got my engineering skills. So I am always willing to give back to my organization to build it. And I am so happy that, I went in that direction because about 25 or 24 members from the organization, I remember all who was in the engineering course there by Kenny Phillips. I remember all. A whole bunch of them drop off. Abibele, Brian London, Steve Pascal, a whole bunch of guys was in that engineering course. Lady Tolish was there. All of us was there, and I proud to say that through the organization Tuco, yes. So I will hold this organization by the horn any day, any time, and let these guys and them know, hey, this is not no fly by night individual that you're dealing with. You're dealing with a foundation man, a man who making a contribution from 1979 to now. Check the years. So when you're dealing, let us level this playing field now, because I am ready to read. I am ready to meet with the Honorable Mr. Christopher to take this thing.
When I'm having a headache, boy, I don't know. I don't know what happening. I'm going to see if I could take a tablet. I just come on there soon.
Okay, Miss Molly. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember next week. Okay, bye. Remember we are back. We'll be back on Wednesday, right? So join us again. So I will shut it down here as well on my end and allow Mr. Maraj to make his closing contribution.
Okay, everybody. Thank you very much for a contribution. I just want to make a correction. I am in Toronto, Mark, not New York. I think you said that I live in New York. I live in the beautiful land of Toronto. My second home. Of course, naturally that is my first. Secondly, the museum could be a reality.
Hey, tonight is the bongo night.
Funding and the over there, and we could get something going. So everybody got to put their heads together and try to.
Big wake up in Togo.
There's still some final work to be done. Brother Mark and you and I will sit down and talk about that. But apart from that, I will see you all. Oh, I must say hello to the people from Toronto who are logged on Facebook or through the link. I know you have been calling me since last week that you on board with us and you like what you hear. So I just want to say hi, and I'll see everybody next week Wednesday.
Yes, thank you so much
Yes, but
again.
Okay, brother.
Thank
all
you
right,
so
good
much
night,
again.
everybody.
And the music in the
Good night.
background is tonight is the
Look here,
bongo
even
night.
if the town stop shouting, tonight is the bongo night. Hey, bongo Macedonia. Hey, Shakas go laugh and talk.
That we play to start the program.
Yeah, but nobody didn't give me an answer. I was wondering. Anybody have it?
Tiger.
I didn't hear the Calypso good. I didn't hear the Calypso good. I'm sure I know it. I wasn't hearing it clearly.
Hey, what this one beat everything. Once a fella went out hunting, he just lose for 2 days or so. The ball he dead, they start a bongo. But while the wait going on, he reached back with the for the break. The man start a bongo in the own way, shouting tonight is the bongo night.
Anybody have it? Anybody have it?
That's
Not me.
The Calypso quiz. The Calypso quiz tonight. Anybody have it? I don't want to tell you the amount of money you might win. Come up with the correct answer and they'll know. Boy, Junior know, you know, Junior Bisnat know, you know, but he say, you know, the two-line king know, you know, but he say nothing. Anyhow, guys, thank you guys so much for taking time off from your busy schedule and for us to meet again for a second time. And I hope that it will be a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 10, 20, 30, 40 times until we get this thing correct. I am yours truly, Mac Morris, representing the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago on the program Let's Talk Calypso with yours truly, Mr. George, Honorable Dr. Maraj, researcher, Calypso fanatic, Calypso historian. I will say he's a historian, he say no. Brother Russell, Kisoon, Anthony Kalinda, John Ishmael, Ali Ishmael, Mr. Junior Bisnat, Francesca Luis Francois, Sheldon Nugget, King Connector, Lady IB, and all the guys in Tobago, in the US of A, those guys who listening to us out there in Toronto, that Mr. Maraj shared the link to. We want to invite and ask you guys to keep sharing the link as well, so that we can go viral, as the case may be, when we go live. Remember, we are streaming live on Mac Morris Edwards Facebook page and on the YouTube channel as well, so you can go back and look at the reruns and listen to what we discuss, so that we have it on archive. We have not offended anyone. We own the rights to the music, and we mean no disrespect to the copyright and the owners of the music that we play. So I want to leave you guys with the bongo night is tonight, and the singer. Nobody call the name, boy. Sparrow, no.
No.
Well, that's what I saying when I started the program. I say, take pen and paper and only take notes. So I will give you the answer tonight to remember next time. The name of the singer is Wrangler. The Wrangler, and the name of the song, Bongo. Bongo night. Tonight is the bongo night. So nobody win the jackpot tonight. So next week, please God, I will play another song, and I will ask the name of the singer. Let's see all those who love Calypso. And unfortunately tonight,
the jackpot doubling next week?
Well, yes. Unfortunately, I didn't open up the lines to take calls from the listeners out there, but next program we will have a line available, so that even people who are listening to the broadcast can call in and make their contributions, or say what they think about our program. So again, our intention is to get together as a collective body of people who love culture, who love Calypso, who have a vested interest in the art form, and move it forward. Again, guys, look forward to the GoFundMe account that will be coming on stream shortly. Mr. Russell Ramki soon pledged his services to ensure the arrival of this project, and we're looking forward to meet again on Wednesday next week, 8:15, right here on www.caribbeanpulse.net. That's the link. Share it. It is the Palaseco Community Radio Station. I'm yours truly, Mac Morris, saying good night from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, wherever you are. God bless you. Remember, what you fill your mind with forms your characteristics. Keep it safe. Love in the building.
Hey, but this one beat everything. Once a fella went out hunting, he just lose for 2 days or so. The ball he dead, they start a bongo. But while the wait going on, he reached back with the 4 dogs and gun. Man, he was so glad for the break. The man start a bongo in his own way, shouting, tonight is the bongo night. Hey, bongo Macedonia. Hey, Jackass go laugh and talk. Bongo!
Would you like to rock it with me, baby? Would you like to jump it with me, honey? Would you like to...
From a little village called Opino up to Uwe, from playing a band in Mirama Club to a degree. It was a long hard fight for the bandman to reach the day to get that kind of recognition. So when the word came out that day from Uwe, Jim Savaro will receive a degree. It brought great joy to band people here, because it shows somebody care. Dr. Jill, congratulations, enough respect from every bandman and woman. We live to see the bandits get up and sing a hip hip hooray. Dr. Jit, oh Dr. Jit, thanks for the music.
You're not on to Caribbean Pulse Radio. Crank the volume.
Just remember the very early days of the steel band, when players was known as Bajan and as hooligan. Not a father or a mother in the island want their daughter to meet and never talk to a bandman. But nowadays things change up entirely. Band subject in big university. It was a fight that went on day after day. We can now say we came a long way. Dr. Jin, congratulations, enough respect from every bandman and woman. We live to see the bandits get up and sing a hip hip hooray. Dr. Jin, oh Dr. Jin, thanks for the music. Check how much band people came and made a contribution that never lived to see this day of recognition. Family know they didn't sacrifice in vain, though we may not even remember some of their names. So we must say thanks to everybody who contribute to the steel band fraternity. So Brother Chit, my best wishes to you. Be successful in everything you do. Dr. Jit, Congratulations, enough respect from every man and woman. We live to see the day parties get up, we sing hip 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 hooray. Dr. Jit, oh Dr. Jit, thanks for the music. Dr. Jill, congratulations, enough respect from every man and woman. We live to see the day parties get up, we sing hip 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 hooray. Dr. Jill, oh Dr. Jill, thanks for the music. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba. Looking well and she's sexy. He looking good, so are you ready? So you plan to run away next morning? Get together somewhere and do your own thing. But stop before you go. It have one thing I want you to know. At 14 years, my advice to you is to do what you can do. Zip it up, don't pull it down. Too much unwanted kids around. Don't do it. Don't do it. Very soon in time to come, you have a whole nation to run. Don't do it. Don't do it. Can't take no explosion in this population. Get a good education, then you could do it. Then you could do it. Then you could do it. The orphanage say they can't take more. Boys industrial school close up the door. 3 children running about in the 1,000. Teachers ready to quit the profession. But wait before you venture. On the problem, please don't put any pressure. You can't do that now and then left behind another child for government to mind. Zip it up, don't pull it down. Too much unwanted kids around. Don't do it. Don't do it. Very soon in time to come, you have a whole nation to run. Don't do it. Don't do it. We can't take no explosion in this population. Get a good education, then you could do it. You could do it. Then you could do it. The child today is very serious. Going down that road, you got to be conscious. To mind a child today is a costly thing. So you must plan well what you're doing. But wait, it is important. In this world today where disease is so rampant, you got to think well in advance, and then decide if to take the chance. Zip it up, don't pull it down. Too much unwanted kids around, don't do it. Don't do it. Very soon in time to come, you have a whole nation to run. Don't do it. Don't do it. We can't take no explosion in this population. Get a good education, then you could do it. 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 Just got the news, more oil has been found. Just so you start partying and having fun. Put on something, hard days coming. Then heed my advice. Yes, you pay the price. Yes, you better make sure this time around you try and put up something before the price come down. Do like the mongoose, do with the charcoal. Take some money and push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. For tomorrow, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Times of sorrow, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Awo, push, 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 push. For tomorrow, push, 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 push. For tomorrow, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Awo. When the money came, you start going wild. Getting on like money, going out of style. When the price went down, I'm sure you remember how much your people then start to suffer. Cola gone so, back come round so, 10% gone. Yes, we start them on. We wild spending, leave we in pain. And it looks like you're going and do the same damn thing again. Do like the mongoose, do with the charcoal. Take some money and push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. For tomorrow, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Times of sorrow, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Awo, push, 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 push. You're too hard. Push, 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 push. Push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Trini. boast how you're smart and know everything.
But that work on saving don't know the meaning.
You spend all the day save for tomorrow.
The meaning of that sweet phrase you really don't know.
Have your fun, save some, think about the children. Don't betray them. A hungry belly is not something nice, and it's only a damn fool make the same mistake twice. Do like the mongoose, do with the charcoal, take some money and
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
Times of sorrow,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
For tomorrow,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
I will
push, 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 push.
In your nose hole,
push, 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 push.
You're too hard.
Push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole. Push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
For your children,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
Education,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
For tomorrow,
push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
I will
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
For tomorrow,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
No more sorrow,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
I will
push, 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 push.
I can't hear you.
Push, 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 push. Push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
No.
Push, 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 push.
For tomorrow,
push, 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 push.
No more sorrow.
Push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
For we children,
push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole, push it in your nose hole.
Loving your Spotify free experience so far? You can always discover new ways and more places to listen. Learn how to download music to play offline and turn shuffle mode off or on, depending on your mood, with Spotify Premium.
you leave your country, you say you're going away just to do better. Take a good look, nothing happens so much years after. Time you're wasting doing nothing, you're just on the road. With a Caribbean man and woman, best you come back home. Boy, remember you leave an ambition, to do better was your ambition. What the hell you doing in foreign, when all you try look nothing happening? You leave the child in Tagarigua, you live by your old grandmother. Like you throw away your ambition, best you come back down to the island. You hustle money, you buy ticket, tell you use goodbye. Things is alright, sending for them, you living a lie. You're freeloading, doing nothing, and if you don't care, ask me homie, you just tell me what you're doing there. Oh boy, you promise your whole big family as you reach his university. Now they're living with expectation. Tell them when is the graduation. The 5 years done pass already. You promise to go back and marry. Like you throw away your ambition. Best you go back down to the island. So much brothers, so much sisters, come and fall in line. If you see them busy, they are wasting time. Early morning train, they catching, see them on the go. And you sit down, wouldn't get up for what I don't know. Oh boy, you say you're looking for improvement, I say it's total punishment. Oh boy, you're in a country doing nothing, look around, education wasting. You promise your mother and father you're coming back home 5 years later. Oh yeah, like you throw away your ambition, best you come back down to the island. The world over, race and color just keep migrating. The different countries moving, looking for better living. You leave your homeland with the same plan, but moving different. As my sister, as my brother, get intelligent. The country moving at a fast pace, nobody ain't got no time to waste. If you see them busy, they ain't got no time for nobody. What the hell you doing in foreign? Look around, nothing happening. Like you throw away your ambition, best you come back down to the island. gut feeling I'm going to see you tonight. Darling, I know when I see you, everything gonna be alright. No other woman ever made me feel like you do. Darling, I know deep in your heart you're feeling the same way about me too. What we have is very special, just to have someone like you. The thought of you get me so excited, and I'm lost in this world without you. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you just the way you are, just the way you are. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you just the way you are, just the way you are. After so long I have waited, I'm so glad now that you are here. Of all the girls I have dated, there's no one here to compare. Flames of desire raise from the top of my soul. From a simple touch of your finger, I get out of control. What we have is very special. I've been blessed with someone like you. The thought of you gets me so excited, and I'm lost in this world without you. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you just the way you are, just the way you are. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you just the way you are, just the way you are. What we have is very special. I've been blessed with someone like you. The thought of you gets me so excited, and I'm lost in this world without you. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you just the way you are, just the way you are. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you just the way you are, just the way you are. Darling, you are my shining star, shining star, and I love you, love you, love you just the way you are. You are my shining star, shining star, and I love you, love you, love you, love you, just the way you are. Escape from my plantation, going about the place and pushing rebellion, encouraging other slaves to disobey master. You got to find him quick as ever. Bring out your tracker dogs and your search party. We got to find that telling you, one slave escape. Let me find him, hold him, bind him before it's too late. We tried confirmation, send him first communion, send him to confession, a good education. One slave escape. Find him, hold him, find him before it's too late. I hear this slave keep going all over, telling other slaves the religion is Orisha, begging slaves how to learn to read and write. And the slaves like themselves never pick a fight. Even telling them don't take up no weapon. Yes, they can win the fight, they don't make the gun. He say education is the way for them. He told them the sword, we got than the pen. I'm telling you, one slave escape. Let me find him, hold him, guide him before it's too late. We tried confirmation, send him first communion, send him to confession, a good education. One slave escape. Find him, hold him, find him before it's too late. Owner. Yes, don't catch that slave, they all got together. I had them put out reward in the million. They really want to get that slave execution. That runaway slave just have to be conquered. Nothing at all would make him surrender. To free other slaves, he have conviction. So he must be captured for his dread action. I'm telling you, one slave escape. Let me find him, hold him, guide him before it's too late. We tried confirmation, send him first communion, send him to confession, a good education. One slave escape. Find him, hold him, find him before it's too late. I'm glad, I'm so glad he forward home. I'm glad, I'm so glad he forward home. Sing it, sing it. I'm glad, I'm so glad he forward home. This one for Andre the Lion, the Lion Heart. Forward home. I'm glad, I'm so glad he forward home. I'm glad, I'm so glad forward home. Yeah, man. Oh, how great What is the father who has inspired the brother to come out New York City and bury back it in the country? A man who really understands music is the healing of the nation. The music will last forever. I'm rapping about my brother Tanker.
I'm so glad we forward home.
Back home, back home.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home. I'm glad,
I'm so glad
we forward home. I'm so glad forward home.
He forward home from New York City. He tell me about the basement party. He rap about his love for Lena. River come down and Ebenezer. He tell me about the mass man Smokey Joe. To play mass he spend all he do. And how the wild Indian take over when they reach the Grand Savannah.
I'm so glad we forward home.
Forward home, forward home.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
Bring down the power, bring down the power, bring down the power, bring down the power.
I'm so glad we forward home.
Forward home, forward home.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
The works is too much to mention. Great composer, master musician. Whether Bima or whether it's Tisha. Great composer from Brother Tanker. And we just can't leave out country band who went with him on the mission. And I do and pray sincerely. Jaja bless all the families.
I'm so glad we forward home.
Children of the bang bang, children of the bang bang.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
Smokey Joe.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
Bring down the power, bring down the power, bring down the power.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
Bring down the power, bring down the power, bring down the power.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
Thunder Bossima, Thunder Bossima, Thunder Bossima.
I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
I love up Lena, love up Lena, love up Lena.
I'm so glad we forward home. I'm glad, I'm so glad we forward home.
Up, get up. Up, get up. Up, get up.
Sayamanda, Sayamanda, ring the bell.
Patang, 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 patang. Patang, 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 patang.
Sayamanda,
Patang, 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 patang.
Sayamanda, ring the bell. Sayamanda, 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 ring the bell. Sayamanda, 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 ring the bell.
One slave escaped from a plantation Going about the place and pushing rebellion, encouraging other slaves to disobey master. You got to find him quick as ever. Bring out your tracker dogs and your search party. We got to find that slave immediately. Search all in the country, search all in the town. That runaway slave just got to be found. I'm telling you, one slave escape. Let we find him, hold him, ride him before it's too late. We tried confirmation, send him first communion, send him to confession, a good education. One slave escape. Find him, hold him, find him before it's too late. I hear this slave keep going all over, telling other slaves the religion is Orisha. Begging slaves how to learn to read and write. And with slaves like themselves never pick a fight. I'm telling you, one slave escape. Let me find him, hold him, find him before it's too late. We tried confirmation, send him first communion, send him to confession, a good education. One slave escape. Find him, hold him, find him before it's too late.
You're locked on to Caribbean Pulse Radio.